Straight ahead on 12 News, a counterfeit bust. Authorities put a stop to fake money passed out at a West Metro shopping mall. Then why the 4th of July holiday was extra special for families in Golden Valley. But first, would you pay more for better roads? The Hennepin County Board prepares to take on that question. 12 News starts right now. Would you be willing to pay an extra $10 a year for each car you own if it meant better roads and bridges?
A new proposed wheelage tax is being debated in Hennepin County, and 12 News reporter Carissa Wyand has the story.
Keeping roads well maintained is the goal of a new so-called wheelage tax. It could raise $9 million a year for Hennepin County. Drivers would pay $10 per car each year.
$10, if that's all it is, then that would be great.
But not everyone is in favor.
Because it's a lot of money. No, I don't like it.
Proponents say that in addition to improving the pavement, LED lights will be installed in intersections to reduce electric costs.
Some county commissioners also say it's a way to improve roads without raising property taxes. But is it fair?
Fair? I guess if you use it, you should help pay for it. I mean, obviously, we're on a limited budget at our age, so you hate to have any taxes go up.
I don't like those kinds of taxes. I don't like regressivity.
County Commissioner Mike Opat has some questions about the wheelage tax.
Is there another source of funding that's fairer? Can we accomplish what we need to accomplish with the existing revenues we have?
Opat says he is opposed to it. He believes there are other ways to pay for transportation.
The legislature made this an option for counties. We had that option before and did not take it. I did not vote for it then. I don't plan on voting for it tomorrow.
So for now, the debate continues.
Because we have the ability to pry more money away from folks doesn't mean we should. I think we have enough resources in the system. I think we could spend our money a little more wisely than we do. We're divided on this one, and I don't know how the vote's going to come out.
In Brooklyn Park, Carissa Wyant, 12 News.
You'll get a chance to weigh in at a public hearing next Tuesday. That's Tuesday afternoon at the County Government Center in Minneapolis. A Missouri couple is in custody in Hennepin County after police say they used counterfeit $100 bills to buy hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise from the Ridgedale Macy's.
Police arrested the couple at a gas station in Rogers. Delane Cleveland joins us now to explain. Delane?
Mike and Shannon, the Missouri couple is now charged with counterfeiting, but that's not what caught the suspicions of police at first. Police arrested 24-year-old Janine Campbell and her 23-year-old boyfriend Tristan Watts on June 30th. According to the criminal complaint, Rogers police responded to a report of an assault at the Holiday gas station on Diamond Lake Road on June 30th. When they arrived, they found Watts and his pregnant girlfriend Campbell waiting in the parking lot after they had been kicked out of a friend's car. When police asked for Campbell's ID, they noticed a large number of $100 bills in her wallet. After questioning, she and Watts admitted to possessing counterfeit money. Earlier that day, the Ridgedale Macy's loss prevention team recovered 7 counterfeit $100 bills from store registers. Surveillance video showed Watts and Campbell allegedly using the bills to purchase nearly $600 in merchandise. Campbell and Watts now face felony charges of counterfeiting currency and conspiracy to possess counterfeit currency. And Mike and Shannon, each charge faces a maximum penalty of 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks, Delane.
Thank you.
A Maple Grove man is due back in court later this month, accused of driving drunk and fleeing police. Robert Dexter is charged with first-degree DUI. According to the complaint, Eden Prairie police tried to pull Dexter over when the suspect slowed and jumped out of the car, which was still moving. He then ran through a swamp before he was arrested. Court records show Dexter has 3 previous DUI convictions.
A fireworks mishap cost a Plymouth man part of his hand. The accident happened in Gilbert, Minnesota, about an hour north of Duluth. Duluth television stations report that 21-year-old Michael Hempel was holding a firework when it went off in his hand. He was airlifted to a Duluth hospital where he was listed in fair condition.
Volunteers from a Golden Valley nonprofit spent their holiday weekend helping people who have lost nearly everything to a deadly tornado. About 20 Minnesota volunteers arrived in Moore, Oklahoma on the 4th of July. They're helping with recovery assistance as well as mental health support. One volunteer with the Headwaters Relief Organization said it's remarkable how much is still to be done 6 weeks after the tornado.
There's a lot of people who haven't been able to get back to their houses yet to even collect their personal belongings, much less start the cleanup process. So what we've been doing is we've been going around to houses in the area of people who are in need of support. You know, maybe they didn't have homeowners insurance, or they're elderly or sick or disabled.
Andy Pass says many of the homes they worked on will have to come down before rebuilding can begin. Headwaters is always looking for volunteers for trips like this. You can find out more information on their website, headwatersrelieforganization.org.
Maple Grove will become the newest yellow ribbon city in the state during a ceremony on Wednesday. The National Guard says there's been a strong showing of support in the community to ease the burden for military families, help in the transition from soldier to civilian life, and support for veterans of all eras. The proclamation ceremony is scheduled for Wednesday evening at the Maple Grove Town Green. Well, from this year forward, Independence Day will take on a special meaning for a few new citizens.
30 people took the oath of citizenship on July 4th in Golden Valley.
I solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America.
It took less than 90 seconds to say the oath of citizenship. It's a quick moment that caps off a much longer journey. Some new citizens are from war-torn countries, some escaped persecution. Some simply came here for a better life.
And it's been great. We've loved it here.
Caroline Cranfield came here from Canada. She's joined in the crowd by her family and neighbors.
I am so happy that we picked the house that we picked, because it is just, our neighbors are amazing.
We really care about each other and consider them family.
Plymouth neighbors who are happy to watch Caroline's moment.
Caroline Cranfield.
We're thrilled. They've been on a long journey to get their citizenship, and they're very happy, and we are just thrilled for them.
29 other faces in the crowd from 20 countries will also remember this special day.
To me, it's a celebration about us as a country and about us as a people. Independence Day is a way to celebrate the past, but to look to the future of our country with promise.
As the day they walked into the Golden Valley City Hall with promise,
Each of your achievements today serve to remind all of us that we should not and cannot take our special status as citizens of this country for granted.
and left City Hall on Independence Day as Americans.
They can really feel like they are home.
Caroline Cranfield says the only thing that didn't make the day perfect is her husband couldn't take the oath with her, but she says he's scheduled to become a citizen in a few days on July 17th. It's a topic that's tough to talk about. How do you approach someone who has cancer?
Coming up next in Business Matters, we will introduce you to a Brooklyn Center woman who has made cancer her personal calling card. And later in sports, Osseo plays for a title in a big 4th of July American Legion baseball tournament.
But first, a break from the hot and sticky weather, and we are ready for it. Cooler air arrives midweek. When a friend or a loved one is going through a cancer diagnosis, it can be tough to find the right words.
A Brooklyn Center woman knows that feeling firsthand, and she's got a business that could help. Here's Alexandra Renslow now with this week's Business Matters.
This is a good one.
Kathy Honey Murphy has a line of greeting cards that brings humor to a dark place.
This is the perk of having breast cancer #3, paint on eyebrows for any mood.
For Kathy, it's a new business venture that's personal.
When I was diagnosed at 49, I found that, #1, people didn't know what to say. #2, a lot of the times they told you about the person that died from the kind of cancer you had, which really wasn't helpful, to be honest.
Her line of cards, called Cancer Girl, features messages for those moments when it's hard to know what to say.
And inside this says, let me know what I can bring you other than lasagna.
Some messages funny.
It's true, everybody brings you a hot dish.
Others thoughtful and personal. The cards are selling well at nearly 40 stores across the country.
The comments I hear are people that have gone through the chemotherapy themselves or the radiation, wish that these cards were around when they were doing it.
Carrie Shaw started selling the line of cards at her Edina gift shop, Live, Laugh, Love, and immediately found a market.
Not just women, we've had men in for them as well, because maybe their sister or their mother, so that's a card that they can give that is a little bit of humor that they don't have to be real serious about.
This is my surgeon, Dr. Carlson.
The characters in Kathy's cards are based on her story. She's Cancer Girl.
When you're bald, looking at yourself in the mirror with no eyebrows and eyelashes, it kind of hits you.
After a stage 3 breast cancer diagnosis 2 years ago, Kathy is now cancer-free.
I felt I got through it much better by trying to look at the positive side.
The cards are her way of helping others get through those tough times, too.
I want them to know it's okay to laugh.
Alexandra Renslow, 12 News.
Kathy is launching a line of Cancer Girl products too, and next year she plans to introduce Cancer Guy cards. For more information on where you can find Kathy's cards, you can go to our website, that's 12.tv. There's people always mean to say the right thing. Sometimes they need a little help.
She's got a great idea there.
Up next in sports, a Brooklyn Center native who is making a name for himself in the ring.
Plus, you'll meet a new coach getting a head start preparing his team for the upcoming hockey season. John Jacobson is in next.
John Jacobson joins us now with a look at sports. Pretty good weekend if you like baseball outdoors, and for Osseo, they're keeping something going.
Right, yeah, they played well in this tournament. It's kind of a fun tournament, a small town atmosphere. 8 teams started down to 2 at the end, and Osseo was one of them again. Players on the Osseo American Legion baseball team must like something about the Delano 4th of July celebration. For the 4th straight year, Osseo was in the championship game of the Stars and Stripes tournament. And Osseo seeking a 4th straight championship there. They met Edina for the title. Top of the first inning, Osseo's Brett Moody on third base. John Ludwig flies to center. Ryan Searle settles under it, makes the catch, but Moody tags up and scores the first run of the game. In the bottom of the first, the Osseo defense steps up. Edina's Will Vanderbilt driving the ball to center. Brett Meyer with a spectacular diving grab to make the out. But later in the inning, Mark Hanberg lines a shot to center for a base hit. That Hopfner comes around to score the tying run. Second inning, and Edina's Stephen Kalina grounds one up the middle. Harrison Egley scores, and it's 2-1. They had 2 more runs in the third inning to lead 4-1. Osseo trying to rally in the 4th with 2 runners aboard, but Meyer grounds back to pitcher Hopfner, who starts the rare 1-5-3 double play to end the inning and get Edina out of a jam. 5th inning, Osseo does get a run back. A.J. Lyons ripping one off the third baseman's glove. Justin Philippon scores to make it 4-2, but that's as close as Osseo gets. They fall 4-2 to Edina in the championship game. Providence Academy went 1-2 in that same tournament. With temperatures around 90 degrees, it hardly seems like hockey weather, but high school hockey teams are hard at work preparing for the upcoming season. As Jay Wilcox reports, it's an especially big summer for the Maple Grove boys.
Shot! There you go, there you go. That's where to bury it.
New Maple Grove boys hockey coach Tom Starkey likes what he sees this summer.
You know, being the first year going into it, I didn't really know what to expect as far as, you know, the kids and their summer program and, you know, kind of what they've done in the past. But I got to say the kids have been, you know, 100% effort every day. I mean, they've really taken it seriously, and as a coaching staff, we really appreciate the work they've been putting into it.
For the players, it's a good chance to get to know Starkey and his staff.
It's kind of like a 3-month tryout in a way. I mean, they're watching everything out there. Everybody knows that, so I like it because everybody's just working extra hard. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a great time getting to know the coaches, learning their systems. They've been working us really hard in the weight room, and then we come out here and skate, so it's been a really nice ride so far.
One thing the coaches are emphasizing, playing with more grit.
A lot more, not a dirty style of play, but a more physical style of play. In the past, we've been kind of a pretty style of play, you know, lots of stick handling and stuff. This year, we're going to get more in the corners. And
we got to play more physical. We're too soft. We just got to man up in the corners and win the little battles.
You know, things like, you know, angling guys as they're coming in on their forecheck and, you know, not trying to stick handle through the defenseman every time, and, you know, just kind of little, you know, skill type things like that can be fixed right away. It's just, you know, we'll get into systems a little more here as the summer goes on, but, you know, right now it's kind of working on a lot of skill development. You know, D, how much easier is it when the guy forces him at the red line?
The players push each other too, because they know this is a program that's capable of good things.
There's nothing that we want more than to get back to the XL. We push those guys extra hard because last year was a disappointment for us. We want to get back there every single year.
It's 6 weeks in the summer that'll propel Maple Grove into the 2013-2014 season. Jay Wilcox, 12 Sports.
Thanks, Jay. Finally, pro fighter Ismael Muendo, formerly of Brooklyn Center, ran his record of 14-0 this weekend. Muendo defended his Mid-American Super Featherweight title, winning by technical knockout in the second round against Carlos Fulgencio at Black Bear Casino in Carlton. Muendo knocked down Fulgencio twice early in the second round before the referee stopped the action. Of Muendo's 14 wins, 11 are by knockout. So a good start to his career.
Doesn't sound like he messes around.
No, he doesn't. He goes right to the punching, yeah.
All right. Thanks, John. Still ahead, teens have one less reason to say, I'm bored this summer.
We'll explain coming up in just a moment. When school is out, parents sometimes hear those dreaded two words in the summertime, I'm bored.
If that is the case, send them on down to Brooklyn Park's Community Activity Center where they can find plenty to do. The Teen Zone at the Community Activity Center is open from 1 to 4 Monday to Thursday afternoons for teenagers to participate in ping pong, all sorts of games out there. They're playing card games, they have board games, sometimes they even have a cooking club. When Brooklyn Park started offering these absolutely free activities 4 years ago, they only had 13 people show up. Now the center averages more than 60 kids coming through those doors every day.
So many things that are available cost money or are far enough away to where it's not easy for them to get to and from if their parents are working and whatnot. So having something local like this and free is just a great option because it really just gives them something to do, keeps them busy.
Of course, basketball still continues to be the sport of choice there, so much so that the CAC is open on Tuesday and Thursday nights from 6 until 9 for basketball only, and they always have kids show up for that. But what's really remarkable is those counselors know the kids' names when they come through the door, and they're talking to them and interacting with them, which is the point.
And they have another set of, I think, swimming lessons coming up in a couple of weeks. There seems
They
like there's
do,
always something
and of course
going
there's
on.
things going on down at Zanewood too,
Right.
so lots going on in Brooklyn Park, and you can walk to all of it.
Yeah, and if you don't live in the Brooklyn Park area, you know, check the city near where you are because there's stuff going on everywhere.
That's right. Busy, busy summer. That's all the news we have for now. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Stay with us. Community Corner is coming up next, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow, beginning at 4 o'clock.